What is up, my fiery amigos? Welcome back to the channel for another Black Ops 6 Zombies guide. What I have for you guys today is how to get all 4 wonder weapons on Citadelle Des Morts. To start this wonder weapon quest, the first thing you need to do is open up the map entirely and get Pack-a-Punch open. Once that is done, we are going to be looking for one of these zombies. These zombies will have an iron helmet on them, and you cannot shoot them in the head, you have to shoot them in the body. When you shoot them in the body and kill them, they will drop you a stamp. And in the dining hall, you're going to notice these 4 statues of knights holding a sword. When you interact with one statue after having a stamp, they will grant you their sword. This one right here is Lightning. This one right here is Raven. This one right here is the Lion Sword. And this one right here is the Fire Sword. We're going to go ahead and start with the Raven Sword. The Raven Sword can be one of the hardest ones to do at first, but it's really not that bad. To start the Raven Sword, grab the Raven Sword, of course, and go into this room that's opened up after you open up Pack-a-Punch. What we're looking for is an antiquity. There are 5 total antiquities, but only 1 will spawn per game. If you get this spawn right here, this one will be Gemini. If you get this antiquity right here, this one will be Leo. If you get this antiquity, this one will be Pisces. If you get this one right here, this one will be Scorpio. And then finally, if you get this one right here, this one will be Aries. Once we have found and picked up our antiquity, we need to go down to the tavern, specifically the tavern cellar. You're going to notice this puzzle right here. This puzzle will not be interactable with until you have both the antiquity and the Raven Sword. What we need to do is insert this antiquity, then insert the sword, and then interact with it again to start the puzzle. We need to align these symbols here to the very bottom of the puzzle where the sword is sitting. What we're looking at is an alchemy puzzle. The inner ring is going to show us our alchemy symbol for the 4 elements, and the outer ring is going to show us the alchemy symbol for the celestial beings. Using the 5 we have, which is Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Gemini, and Aries, we simply need to find their symbols and match them up on the bottom ring. I'm going to show you this diagram right here that helps me out a lot. On the left, you're going to see all the elemental signs, names, and their symbols on the outer ring. On this left diagram as well, it's going to show you the element composition that they are a part of. So, for example, if we have Scorpio, we're going to see it in the blue here with this M symbol, and it's going to show us that Scorpio is a part of water. Going on to this right diagram, if we look up the top, we have the 4 symbols that we're very familiar with from Black Ops 4. Up triangle, down triangle, up triangle, no line, down triangle, no line. The triangle symbol for water is going to be this symbol right here. If we have Scorpio, we just need to align it to the symbol for Scorpio, which is this M, and then this symbol for water. If you have that correct, you need to simply hit B or whatever your B button is on PlayStation or PC. And then if it's done correctly, you will hear music start to play, and then there's going to be a black circle just sitting on the floor. For this black circle, purple orbs are going to come out of the puzzle you just interacted with. You need to lead these orbs to the circle and drop 3 into the circle. It works like a basketball hoop, yes, because the animation is similar. The problem is the guidance. These guys cannot be guided to save your life. It is so finicky on their pathing. If you do stray too far, the orbs will just follow you in a different direction since they are meant to hone in on you. The best suggestion I have is to make the path to the orb. Make sure you're directly in front of the orb and the black circle at the same time. If done so, the orbs will then drop in. You need to do this for each of the individual floors. So the basement floor, the base floor, and then the second floor is the area with the pool table. The other thing with this step is that these portal spawns will drop at random. It's not going to be the same one you had. Like, let's say, for example, you had one in front of the stairwell one time for the base floor, and then all of a sudden it's close to the basement stairs. You know what I mean? It's not going to be the same. Once you have completed all 3 black circles, the black circle will then disappear and then make a little tiny purple orb and trail back to the puzzle. And when it hits the puzzle, interact with the puzzle again to drop the sword you have into the ether. And when it comes out of the ether moments later, you can pick up the Raven Sword. The next one we're going to talk about is the Lightning Sword. For the Lightning Sword, you're going to need 3 lightning rods. The first lightning rod can be found within the streets of Speed Cult. If you look up here above this building, you're going to notice that lightning rod is being used as a suspicious an antenna to watch TV, which I find kind of hilarious. All we need to do is follow the pathing of the wiring, and you're going to notice this shock box. This shock box needs to be shot with dead wire in order for the lightning rod to fall. However, if you have a shock charge, you just need to throw the shock charge at the box, and it'll loosen the antenna for you, revealing the lightning rod. For the second lightning rod, it's the easiest one to get. Go over to Deadshot at the barn. You're going to notice the lightning rod just kind of sitting amongst the barrels here. And then for the third one, you need to make sure you have the lightning sword in order to get the third one. But what we need to do is go into the dungeons with Quick Revive, and eventually one armored zombie will spawn in with the lightning rod kind of stuck inside of him. Kill this zombie in order to drop the lightning rod. Now, once we have all 3 lightning rods, go into the cannon bridge, and just outside the room with Elemental Pop, you're going to notice this vase. This vase conveniently has 3 holes. Place all 3 lightning rods in the holes, and it will start to spin. The moment it starts to spin, you're going to get a storm cloud above you. Keep your lightning sword out for this next section, because this lightning sword will become a lightning rod. The moment the lightning strikes the sword, you need to strike the vase to transfer the lightning. This needs to be done 3 times. Once you smack the vase all 3 times with 3 strikes of lightning, place the lightning sword into the vase, the storm cloud will go away, and the lightning will be transferred to the sword. Once the transference is done, you can pick up the sword to have the lightning sword. For the third one, we're going to be doing the fire sword. And once we have the fire sword, we need to go to this dragon pedestal here and insert the fire sword. When you do so, above the dragon, there will be a little stone tablet that will have 3 white lights lit up on it. These 3 white lights represent one of the fireplaces around the spawn area. The first one's right here on the bridge. The second one's actually in the spawn. For the third one, you need to open up the room to the farm side. It's going to be right here at the entrance. What we need to do is interact with these fireplaces in order to catch ourselves on fire. What we need to do is, as soon as we catch ourselves on fire, we need to rush back to the fire sword in order to transfer the fire into the fire sword. You will notice that you will lose health, but the game spawns in zombies for you to regenerate your health over time. All you need to do is slide into the zombie, and then you'll be put back to full health. Once you have successfully taken all 3 from their spots all the way to the fire sword, the dragon will breathe fire on the fire sword, and then moments later you'll be able to pick up the fire sword. Say that 5 times fast. Anyway, for the last one, we're going to be doing the lion sword. And for the lion sword, and the moment you pick up the lion sword, 4 golden parasites will spawn in. Your goal is to not kill these parasites all at once, because the moment you kill one with the sword, light will be imbued into the sword. We need to take this sword all the way down to the room with Speed Cola, or the area of Speed Cola rather. And in this dark tunnel where you shot the lightning rod down, you're going to notice this door with a lion head on it. You need to take your light imbued sword and melee the door in order to form a symbol on the door. To get all 4 symbols, you simply need to kill each individual parasite with the sword and transfer the energy to the door. Once the 4th symbol is on the door, give the door a little knock, and then you'll be transferred into the room. Once we're in this room, you're going to notice a long hallway, maybe a zombie spawn or 2, and then you're going to notice a pedestal. Placing the sword in the pedestal will start a little mini game. 4 symbols are going to fly out of the pedestal. The order to shoot these symbols is on the pedestal itself. Sadly, these are always the same every game, so all you have to do is memorize this order. The first symbol to shoot is circle within a circle. The second one to shoot is the snowflake. The third one to shoot is the triangle. And then the 4th one to shoot is a circle with a line through it. If you do shoot all the symbols in that correct order, there will be a whitish yellow flash, and then moments later you'll be able to pick up the lion sword. I thank you for watching. Peace out.